Oh my god, you've got Modelo on your team. Hilarious.
Instead of
Modelo is shit. You should drop him. He's terrible.
Let's make this quick, guys.
Worst Overwatch player in existence.
And then we'll be able to have like a.
No wonder you guys lost.
Okay, I can go break.
Yeah.
I love Modelo.
Yeah.
Why you gotta make me comrade, idiot? You don't like my naming sense? Did you ever find that Anthony guy at the finals? I don't remember. XQC is pretty cool.
They have a Reinhardt. I can feel it.
Oh, give me a second here. Oh, no, pause, please. Oh, wait, it's not a YouTube video. It's a Twitch VOD, so I can't just click in the center of the screen. Do you have any quick tips for Irisa? I feel very comfortable on Rein because I know what I'm supposed to be doing. However, I feel like I'm just missing something on Irisa. Besides from pulling enemies back to buy more time there to burn shields and holding them on, I feel like I'm accomplishing nothing. Yeah, Irisa is one of the ones that can be very difficult. One of the things that people struggle on with Irisa is preemptively moving. So you have to move forward and backwards kind of in stages. Your positioning on Irisa happens in steps. It's not like a smooth transition with Reinhardt, and you have to predict accurately where the flow of the battle is going. Because if you put your shield too far forward when the opponent has the ability to actually push through it, you're fucked. If you put your shield too far back and now you can't pressure the opponent, you're fucked. So you have to predict where the opponent is going to be, stay away from them. You always want to keep that gap. You never want to be in a shield versus shield battle like Rein versus Irisa. So it requires a little bit more of forward thinking to predict the flow of battle so you know where to place your shield. You've been debated. I have more. Thanks, Yoshi. As a Rein, should you avoid using Fire Strike while Shatter's charged unless it's being used to confirm a kill? If I just see a Rein who is not Fire Striking at all, it's completely fucking obvious that they have Hammer. So you can... Fire Strikes do not just charge your ultimate. They can also signal, like maybe you can pretend that you don't have it, but a 100 damage cleave to an entire enemy team can put a lot of pressure on healers, and it can get surprise picks sometimes. If you do want to prevent charging, like if you know their Zenyatta or their Lucio is close to a support ultimate and you want to try and win the fight without using it, you can do things, especially if the Zarya likes to use the projected bubble to farm energy. What you can do is actually Fire Strike above the Reinhardt's head to bait a bubble without giving the Zarya energy and without feeding the support's ultimate charge. There, big brain. Biker Thulu with the 1500 bits says, Jayne, you missed my resub message. My bad, dude. I'm so bad at that. I love your content, and I would like to know if you have any advice for players with ADHD. I generally feel like I lose focus on targets and what I need to do during very devolved team fights and overtime. Any advice would be amazing. So first off is, like, if you have medication for it, you know, use it. Don't feel bad about it or anything like that. Make sure you're on whatever you need in order to play. Devolved team fights can be really, really chaotic. One of the things that I would kind of recommend is if you don't know what you should be doing, you should be staying alive. And if you need to clutch, you need to go for like the most valuable target, not the first thing you see. So in terms of tunnel visioning, one of the best ways that you can prevent tunnel visioning is make a plan beforehand. People like Surefour like to say it all the time, that if you think during a fight, you lose, because that hesitation or delay in which it requires for you to actually come up with the answer can make you lose. You want to be kind of maximally effective and have a game plan before so you can act on it without thinking if it's the right decision. So no decision is the wrong decision. It's better to make the wrong decision confidently than the right decision late. Not in all situations, but majority of the time. So don't just get like sought out. Don't just get like caught out and not doing anything. Do something, do it confidently, even if it's confidently staying alive until you figure out a better option.
So they don't have a junk
Oh, nice early Fire Strike.
Junk's on the left in hotel.
I got a bubble for you? Oh, dude. I'm bubble glad. Break one.
You guys are purple, you guys are purple, back up.
Kill Ryan.
Come on. Bubble one.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, no.
Like, there's little improvements here, but you got fucked pretty hard. That was unlucky. That was that main tank life, yo. What is it like? Main tank Yeah, I don't know. I just made that up.
They
Apparently,
have-
us main tanks are in a gang now. But
They have a Reinhardt. I can feel it.
that was so unfortunate.
Capture objective A.
Main tank gang.
Ryan's already.
So I love like you should. So let's get into a. I want to jump back into Overwatch. Main tank gang. Too funny. Squad up. Yeah, I'm jumping into it. Time to go back to work. See you, Solana. Okay, so see this point in time right here? How you already see the opponents? You're peeked around the corner and your hammer's not going anywhere? First of all, your skin is bad. You need to have Paragon skin and you need to be gold. It gives you plus 10 DPS. When you're corner peeking with Fire Strikes, you want to peek for as little amount of time as possible. So you have a little bit of a wind-up time on Fire Strike, right? So instead of going, Fire Striking and walking behind there, you need to kind of cue the animation while you're peeking the corner. So, like that, right? So there's actually quite a delay from you pressing the button and the Fire Strike actually going. So, like that. So that's the first thing, is that if you are going to farm for Fire Strike, show as little bit as possible, cue the animation before you peek. You know where they're going to be, so just do it as such. So if we go back to it. So that's the first thing. You're already like really far in the open. Now your Zarya is killing that trap. Your team has identified that the trap is there. You don't need to actually... You can just...
Oh, the trap right here.
You can just shield. It's going to be killed. Your team's not going to get stuck in it. Even if they do get stuck in it, you can shield them. So you take a lot of chip, and you threaten the squishies behind you by not having shield there.
Junk's on the left and
Now here, if you wanted to kind of like really engage things, you want to do one of two things. Either you want to flush the Junkrat first, and one of the things that you can do with flushing a Junkrat or something like that is if you want to kind of help your opponent, a friend take a hallway, you don't have to actually... So if you want to attack into this doorway, for example, you don't have to go in first like this. One of the things that you can do is if you're trying to shield from here, but you want to protect an ally while they're going into that room, use the angle of your shield to guide them into it. So use the rotation of your shield. So you can be here, and then if an opponent's being attacked, just like flip to the left to protect them and allow them to kind of move in on a target. So you don't have to be in front. Just kind of like protecting people with the angle of your shield can be extremely useful. So... First job, flush the Junkrat so he doesn't come in behind you. You don't really do that. And then you kind of just like drop your shield to walk forward, which is fine. But this is what immediately gets you slept, which is why you need to be shield hopping up, and then you can do this, and then shielding. But people are usually going to, especially in the lower ranks, try and CC the Rhyme pretty much as soon as they see them. So if you do like this, if you do this, you like bait out a bubble, you wait, and then you go aggressive, they will have used the vast majority of their cooldowns. So just in like this 5-second clip, we can see quite a few things that we could have improved on. It was unlucky, but a better Rhyme wouldn't have fallen for any of these things.
They have a Reinhardt. I can feel it.
Attack commencing. Capture objective A.
Ryan's Zarya.
So they don't have a
Oh, the
Junkrat.
trap
Corner
right here.
peek, don't fuck with trap.
Junk's
Use
on
the
left
shield
and
angle to help flush the Junkrat. Shield
I got
hop
bubble for you.
forward instead of
Oh,
immediately
geez.
going
I'm bubble
aggressive.
glide.
Just don't get shield bashed fucking
Bring
forehead lol.
You guys are purple. You guys are purple. Back up. Back up. Back
Kill
up.
Ryan, kill Ryan.
Wait,
Come on,
could
come
you
on,
have
come on.
killed the...
Bubble in one.
Purple. You guys are purple.
Bubble glide. Break one.
Yeah, so you could have killed the Brig with an accurate fire strike here. See, she's at 50 HP. Just barely missed her.
You guys are purple. Back up. Back up. Back
Kill
up.
Ryan, kill Ryan.
Come on, come on, come on.
And then, yeah, you could have probably landed a pin on the Reinhardt, but you get shield bashed anyway. So, yeah. A lot of little things
Oh,
here.
no.
A
Fall
lot
back.
of little things here. I would have jump pinned, yes,
fine.
but I wasn't going to point that out.
Hey guys, just chill out.
I think
hi.
the jump pin is probably not that useful there.
I'm back in 5.
Modelo, quit moving away.
Yeah, you're put yourself behind the wall there, Modelo.
You already have just feeding
Careful,
him
corner.
Earth Shatter, okay.
Don't walk into it.
Chat, a number, just a straight up number. How much ult charge does the opposing Rhine have? Just post a number in chat. How much ult charge does the opposing Reinhardt have? If you said 60, that's about between 50 and 60 is probably where I would guess it. 50 to 60, somewhere in there.
I'm not gonna walk into it. Don't
I
worry.
can't shoot it.
Vlad, I need heal days up.
He didn't
it's
land a
down.
pin.
I
If he
tried
landed a pin,
healing.
it would have been about 75.
2 seconds. 2 seconds.
I really like the camera turning.
And now it's up right when you died.
Can you get unstoppable? Yeah,
Why would they use that?
I don't know.
That's
They're
good.
Vlads.
Because I'm baiting them out.
They got baited.
We're just try to be aggressive shape and try to build as fast.
Yeah, okay.
Let's go right. Let's go right side around this statue. Around the statue on the right.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Actually,
How much ult charge does the opposing Rhine have?
Where's their Widow at?
Window last time I checked. Are we ready? Let's walk right
It's
side.
important. This is one of the things.
window,
Every
window,
single
window.
engagement in the Rhine v Rhine, you have to be consciously aware of what their hammer is.
Shield
'cause it
dash is
changes
ready.
things.
Nice.
Nice, nice, nice.
Oh
Go
no!
right. Go right. Go right.
Come on, come on, come on.
It's good.
I got Widow.
1-1.
Don't shit. Don't.
I
Who
got
is
3.
this one?
1-1, 1-1.
Right. Zarya,
Come on.
Zarya, no personal. Nice.
Alright,
You guys
crap.
win this easy.
Okay. How much ult charge does our opposing Rhine have? Yeah. Hopefully you're keeping track. But the shatter here was wasted, and it was risky. Probably shouldn't have connected in the first place.
Right side.
So let's look
Yeah,
at this
window,
again, and
window,
let's look at why the shatter was bad.
Hey, look at
Shield dash is ready.
So there's Tyre. You did a great job of. You're purpled anyway, but you're backing up, you're shielding, you're retreating.
Nice.
You get nanoed.
Nice, nice, nice.
Charge, which the first place is probably not the. You don't want to or you don't want to charge as soon as you get nanoed. If you had, yeah, it's just not
no!
generally something you want to do. It's way easier to just kind of use the ability for you to have a massive buff to just beat the shit out of the enemy Reinhardt. You don't need to go into the back line. And hiccups, oh boy.
Go right.
Come
So-
on, come on, come on.
You lost your Brigitte.
Got Widow.
But then as soon as you kill their Brigitte here, and you see that, oh, their Reinhardt get nanoed here. But anyway, you're up 2, and you killed their Rip Tire. So you can play slow here because you've got the advantage, you've got the numbers, and you have reinforcements. So, and you have spawn advantage. Is that you have to recognize, does Nano disregard anti? No. You have to recognize when you have the advantage and when a long and prolonged fight will benefit you. The enemy Rhine, if they had Shatter, would want to use it because they need to win this fight quickly. Because if they do not, they're going to lose. You have the advantage with the ability to play slow. You got 2 kills, you lost 1, but that 1 is going to be back faster than 2. So play slow.
I got 3.
Or just fuck them all up. Like, you got it. I'm not going to fault you for securing a first point take on a hybrid map. That's fine, especially since their Zarya is probably at like 90% to Graviton. She's going to have it next fight.
Zarya, no
Well, yeah,
personal.
it was a wasted ult.
Nice.
Did not,
You guys win this easy.
did
Easy
not
win.
need it.
I think we got this one.
We have only break heals.
I
all
like
the
that you're
heals we
moving
need.
up. I really like
Project.
this. You don't want to move up too far because you're not sure where they respawn.
Guys.
You've got a lot of
Yeah, yeah,
ultimates
yeah.
here.
Yes,
yes,
You
grab
don't want to
definitely.
feed.
They're close to grab as well, I think.
They're close to. Yes, that's a great call. What's their Rhine at? What did we say? 60, 70, somewhere in there? Should have fire strike. Oh, you already fire striked earlier. What did you fire strike? Looking for that cleave. Should have fire strike. Yeah, it's a bit interesting the way you retreated. Would have been better to retreat kind of like back into the alley because right now you're not protecting your team. So the only time you open an angle is to find a fire strike. So if we're going to King's Row. How do I learn ult tracking? Practice, 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 practice. Is this a review of a scrim? I think it's a review of a tournament game. One of the tournaments we host on our server, Arrow. So yeah, if you were here, right? So you don't want to be opening up too far like this, because what you do is not only do you cause yourself to make the retreat far harder, so you don't have the ability to corner here or anything like this, and then you retreat farther back to here. So not only are you separated, but the squishies can't kind of like move in to help you. So imagine you're a squishy here, and if you, in order to help your dumb Reinhardt, you'd have to move and put yourself in risk of the team who can open an angle on not only on Reinhardt but on you. So a better option would just be holding this corner like this, or this corner here, right? This corner here, you can shield at any time. This shield protects the alley like that. If they try and push up onto you, you can cleave fire strike all of them. You can stay around this corner. Your hammer can still kind of, it still hits targets around corners. Or if you're moved up and you're at this corner, boom, boom, fire strike, back behind, back to safety. And if you really get pushed, you can retreat back through this hallway. So your positioning here was just trash, actually. I was going to try and give you a euphemism, but I'm pretty sure you couldn't have had...
You guys win this easy.
You probably couldn't have had worse positioning here if you tried. Corners, 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 corners.
Easy win.
I think we got this one.
We have only break heals.
That's all the heals we need.
Sweet fire strike.
Alright, grab dragon for next fight. Guys, hello?
Yeah.
Yes, grab dragons, definitely.
They're close to grab as well, I think.
I was saying capping point, but...
Gotta be more accurate on those fire strikes. The enemy Rhine is going to build shatters faster than you if you can't land your fire strikes. You need to be spamming that shit off cooldown, put a lot of pressure on healers, get lucky picks, get those hammers faster. So even if you miss half your hammers, if you're getting twice as many hammers as the opposing Rhine, it doesn't fucking matter. Corners, 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 corners. So you could, if this spamming, you don't even have to have your shield up for as much as you can. Like if this exact situation was played by me, and I'm not the greatest main tank in the world, but stick around here. You want to be looking down there. And I would probably not be holding my shield because holding my shield reduces my movement speed, so I can't scout as much. So I can just like swing, and then if they were moving in, if they were trying to push in, you could want to cleave them from there. But then I can just hit here. So if the Junkrat is spamming, I don't have to shield. My teammates can use the payload as cover. Next kind of, I can either move up to this corner, just boom, fire strike. Corners, 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 corners. So you get separated, your backline's in trouble,
I got you.
you get pushed.
Sorry, Jack.
Are we ready?
Yeah, go for it, go for it.
It's big.
Big.
Do they have hammer? Always got to ask yourself that before you swing
Alright,
into a
put that-
grab.
Good time,
Bookstore, on the bookstore. Push.
Do they have hammer? Yes, no. They have hammer? Make that decision now, chat.
They're low, they're
We have
low.
break heals.
Right side, right
We have
side.
break
Fuck
heals.
yeah,
Oh my God, where you
Subway!
going, player?
Spread out.
Wait,
coming, man.
no. Your fire strike is like one of the greatest things to kill a tire. You're way too impatient on your fire strike. Patience, young grasshopper. Patience. The tire has a huge hitbox. Fire strike has a fuck off hitbox. Patience. You can fire strike and then put your shield back up. You can do it, and then you can kind of like try and 180 flick your shield to stay alive. You can shield hop. You can do a whole bunch of things, but patience. Patience.
Man, nice.
Easy bait.
Nice.
Easy pick.
Easy bait oven.
I like this that you're moving forward. This is obviously a practice
behind
thing
us.
with one on the
EMP
payload.
shatter.
You holding really far forward. Oh, that
EMP
sucks.
shatter, EMP shatter.
You could push that. Yeah, like there's a McCree behind you. You should collapse on him. So, fuck this. Go kill the dude who's still on the flank and fucked up your Hanzo.
McCree, right side, right
Okay,
side.
you got
Alright,
him.
EMP
You got
shatter
him.
whenever you're ready, Somber.
But you'd want to pull the front line back so that you can collapse on him.
Okay.
So now it's 5-5. You've still got EMP. You could use it.
Oh my God.
Boom.
Yeah.
Slam!
Shield on
Yeah! Oh, that feels so good!
Careful,
No.
careful, they're on
Back
shatter,
to the
careful, they're on
spawn
shatter.
room.
Reaper left side, no fade.
Yeah! So good. Fuck him up. Fuck him up.
Got it.
Yes!
Kill Ryan.
Hey guys, is the Reinhardt have hammer?
They have
Oh my God.
Somber, I have shield for you.
That was so good. You're gonna get a free second point
let's go.
cap. God, I love you guys. That second point was
Almost have
so well
rally.
played. Clap to whoever runs your team.
Alright, let's nano.
Free second point because that was played so fucking well.
I don't care either one. We need to get grab up.
Stop swinging on a bubble, Zarya.
Yeah,
Okay.
I love you so much. There's so many like little texts. I can tell that you're a regular viewer of the stream. You said you were like sub number 19 or something like that. But like the turning of the camera to exploit the range on Reinhardt's hammer hitbox, you make my heart flutter. Your positioning is fucking trash. But all the other little mechanical things you're doing, love it.
They have grab, they have grab, they have
Still
grab.
there.
One sec.
I can't be charged.
Look above the one.
You get grabbed. It's fine.
Ryan's purple.
Shield
All
hop
right,
out, fire
back up.
strike
We're
to get
down.
more
We're down.
hammer.
We're down. Don't use anything else.
Jump!
Behind.
Shield hop! Shield hop! Shield hop!
Just die. Just die.
Or fuck up that brick, either one. Okay. Shield hopping isn't just for going forward. I'm surprised you don't shield hop. But get out of there, right? So the thing with shield hopping, which is you get your movement penalty if you've got your shield up and you're touching the ground. But if you jump and right click, you don't get that movement penalty until you touch. So you can just move forward with shield hopping like this. Whee! You go way faster. You're still shielded for most of the time. Remember that your supports can't heal your shield, but they can heal your base health pool. So it's okay to take some damage to your main health pool there. So shield hop forward to get aggressive. You can just be like swinging until you get to corners. Swing until you get to corners. If there's no more corners you need to engage, you can be like woo, woo, and then start swinging. So, and then also shield hop backwards. Wee, wee, wee. Yeah. Is shield hopping up a slope faster? Up a slope, it's more difficult to do.
Oh yeah, grab dragon.
Wait.
They
What am
probably
I
have
reading
Reaper
about?
ulti at this point too.
Jayne, is your alt on a mouse button? Yeah, it's mouse 5. It's that one. That one, right there. Mouse 5. The way that I hold my mouse is that the tip of my thumb is on mouse 4, and I have to move my thumb to consciously press it. I also don't like taking my fingers off the strafe keys whenever possible. Just kind of, I've always had that. Am I fired?
And Nano most.
Oh, thank
We'll
you.
chat later.
Okay, so
Yeah,
try,
I'm
to,
not sure
try to
what-
bait out bubble.
Full-time streamer, boys. Full-time streamer.
I don't think it's very high.
And just grab. Okay.
Yeah.
Just press Q.
Oh man.
Grab forehead.
Where's Ryan? Where's Ryan? He's gonna back shatter us.
He's-
I like you. Awareness. You're not baited by the absence of a Reinhardt. You're focused. Oh, I like this. I like this. A
probably above us.
lot of good things happening.
I don't see him.
I got him.
You've,
He's above. He's above. He's above. He's above. He's above.
oh, this is so good. Great awareness. Great patience. Scouting.
Go, 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 go. Just push.
Push, grab.
I don't know.
Yes. Yes.
Ryan's
Yes.
still above us.
Yeah. Just, I'm watching.
He's gonna shatter. He's down.
He's hacked.
Nice. Oh, sorry left.
Whoa.
Gonna grab. He's flood.
Yes.
I have
Very
shatter.
flood.
Reaper alone on point, left side.
I even forget what rank this is. There's so many good things happening in this VOD.
Death.
Get him. They have.
What rank are you? Didn't you say you were low diamond? $3,100. Yeah, okay.
Careful hooks. Don't get pulled into the hole.
I have EMP.
All right, EMP shatter. Actually, we don't even need EMP shatter. Actually, they still have a round. What am I talking about? EMP shatter. I'm ready whenever.
Reaper top.
But
Reaper
no,
top.
behind. Reaper.
EMP.
I'm ready.
Go.
Oh.
Alright, no bubble.
I only got 2.
Your fire strike accuracy and your positioning.
back.
Absolutely, those
Get
two
this hog.
things
Get this hog. Get this
are
hog. Easy
utter
hog.
trash.
Nice job, guys.
But there's so many great things happening in your play. Oh my god, dude.
Wait, would it be DM if I just say the nice sleep on the arrow?
Yes.
Yeah, don't.
Yeah,
Don't.
No.
fire strike
Yeah.
accuracy, a little bit of shield management, and positioning. Those 3
Dude,
things
I'm
so
not getting
far.
fucking backwards shattered on Kings Row ever again.
How long has this team been playing together? You guys like feel confident with each other.
Jesus
Dude,
Christ.
I trust him.
Burned into your
I'm
mind.
coming in
Literally
and
the
I'm like, group sleep. See
No,
ya.
fire,
You
it was
lose
never
this
gonna happen.
match?
Literally the second that I didn't see him, I was like, oh, he's above us.
Yeah.
How do
I
you?
was like, there's
Now
no
we
big
know.
giant red rectangle. Where is he?
Yeah, there's no red rectangle with it. He's above us.
What do I go? Should I
It's
just
playing Farah.
If you're gonna,
You've been together 8 months?
like that, you have to make it.
This
so
is a good
fast.
team. You guys are
Like,
working
you
well
have to do
together.
it before they realize you're gone.
I'll say something.
Yeah, that's fine.
I feel like he had like a 3-second window that he probably could have done it.
There was a timestamp on the
They
bot
hit a lot of time. He just didn't do it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and then I also slept him.
Yeah.
And then he got
yeah.
hacked.
Yeah,
And then he got
that's
hacked
nice.
again.
And then he got
I was
pinned.
gonna hack him when he jumped down.
Yeah. He got like quadruple CC'd.
Feels bad, man. Feels Ryan, man. Actually.
That's basically playing
That's
Reinhardt in a
great.
nutshell, though.
If our break like show bashed him, that's so quintuple.
I mean,
I was waiting for it.
If I was actually coaching your team and we were actually competitive, I'd be chiding you. Is that the correct word? Chiding? Right? Kind of like, I think that's the right word. For not keeping your head in the game. That's certainly. So right now you're not thinking about the game. You're not scouting. You're not talking about if they do this, we do this. They're not talking about if they have that, we do this. Your head is not in the game. It's not in the game at all. You're not focused 18 seconds till the door's open. You're not listening to their spawn door. You're not talking about your positioning. You're not talking about retreats.
But
everyone on this team has some form of CC except for Hanzo. So
Hanzo CC is death.
Yeah.
On the CC is just like
a 10-second hard CC.
Yeah, it's really OP, honestly.
Stay in spawn.
Oh yeah, the Sonic is like CC. There's a pass or you're gonna get picked.
It's more like little things. Little. Min, max. Min, max. Fire strike the fucking door.
Incoming.
Ryan,
Defend.
No Widow.
Diva.
At least not on top.
They're doing ghosts.
Oof. That was a juicy fire strike. Juicy. That was a good one. Too bad you could have had one earlier.
Yeah, they're ghosting.
Oh, back
Right.
up
Back
in Dolly,
up,
back up in
back
Dolly.
up,
Back in Dolly, back in Dolly.
Ryan.
Unlucky.
Aw, man.
I got
Lucky.
pinned.
Yeah, no,
Ryan's
you're
low,
right,
Ryan's low,
that's
Ryan's low. Zari one.
Oh, damn.
Dude, I got pinned in the air.
right.
Anyway, so chat, what if you are playing 2-2-2 and you end up playing against goats, what is your job? What is your job against goats? Stay alive and slow things down. You've got a Sombra, you've got a Hanzo, you've got a Zarya. Big, powerful ults. And Goats is like, you want some ult charge? Have some fucking ult charge. Hey, you, tiny boy on the side of the road, want some ult charge? I got ult charge to spare. Ult charge for you. Ult charge for me. Ult charge for everyone! Everybody's going to get ults like instantly, okay? Stay alive, back out, spread them out, force them to chase you off the point, try and bait them to overextend. Your Sombra's behind them, your Hanzo's on the high ground. They're going to get torn apart. You just got to stay alive and slow things down until you get ultimates. So as soon as you saw that, you should have been backing up, backing out as much as you can. You're not playing with a Lucio, which means you can't really escape. You know, you're playing like Brig on a Sombra defense here or something, so your support comp is fucked and shit and bad. But so you can't really escape. But if you know that's the case, you need to be farther away. You need to be playing in such a position where you can still contest them, but if they want to contest you, they need to step off the point to do it or spread out. You need to give as much time as possible for DPS to either find picks unassisted, unassisted as far as you are distracting people, or for your ultimates to charge up. And if that hammer had landed and smashed 3, that would have been just the clutchest shit ever.
I had his gigantic shatter coming.
What are we changing? Are we changing?
Give them ticks if you have to. That's a great point. It is way, way better to give them 2 ticks and win the fight than to try and prevent any ticks and lose the fight.
Switch. Go far.
Doom, we should go Doom as well.
Okay.
I can go do it.
Okay, yeah. Never mind. Too late.
Okay, same thing. You've got a Mercy. I assume your Mercy is going to be staying plugged the fuck into Farah. You're going to have even less healing. You're going to have even less ability to kite away and stay alive against goats. So, stay farther away, preempt their regression, back up, stay alive, buy as much time as possible for your Farah and Doomfist to do work.
Did we all get short spawn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can switch. We can switch at their.
That fire strike's fine. Well placed. I would not move up to that corner. No, sir, I would not. No, sir, I would not. So in this case, what you're doing is you're standing here. So if you want to kind of like force a person into this choke like this can be fine if you're in like a mirror match because they can't be pushed out of the choke. And you're right now running a Doom and a Farah. So if you're back here, they can't run up onto you. You know, being here if you had a Lucio, fine, but you don't have a Lucio. Jack in the Box isn't in Canada, okay? It's not a Canadian thing. I physically cannot get Jack in the Box. But if you're back here, you can still spam fire strikes down a nice, really nice angle. And if they try and push up on you, they've got to travel across this really nice open territory where your Farah can spam the shit out of them. And your Doomfist, if he's standing up here or in the windows or even back here, it's not a great spot for him to be in, but it gives more spots for your Doomfist to be in. So especially if you're not in a Lucio, you can't be up close to a team that does have a Lucio because they can force the engagement on top of you. Chat.
Damn, Shatter.
Chat, you're getting me in trouble.
Oh, yeah,
Boss.
they definitely have Shatter. Brig also has ulti, I imagine.
You bait him in a little bit.
Oh my god. Up.
Great pin.
Dude.
Fuck him up.
Okay, yeah.
Right,
You
Dad.
probably go.
Oh, that was a feels bad.
You tried to save him with a turn shield, though. Not
That
bad.
was so close.
That was so silly of me.
Mercy, no! Back. Shield hop. Run the fuck away. Retreat. Two
Two
corners.
What the fuck?
You're gonna retreat with charge, aren't you?
Charge back, charge back.
Do it. Yes! Fuck you, Diva!
You need to get out.
Don't
if
hit
you
that
can.
pillar, no!
We're getting
Alright, get behind me,
I have Shatter.
Nano. Be going in with Nano. Be
Yeah,
going
yeah.
in with Nano.
We're missing our fire.
Oh, what a time to pause it. Chat, does their Reinhardt have hammer? Does their Reinhardt have hammer? Wow. A lot of you think yes? Really? A lot of you think yes?
Brig also has ulti, I imagine.
Really?
You bait him in a little bit.
Oh my god. Up.
You think he got hammered that fast? Interesting, chat. Not tracking slam.
Okay, yeah.
Right,
You
Dad.
should probably go.
Oh, that was a feels bad.
Not
so
tracking
close.
That
slam.
was so silly of me.
I was that rough.
Yes! Oh, Forrest, come on.
Diva coming up to you? What the fuck?
Charge back, charge back.
I got Diva. I'm pulling Diva with
You
me.
need to.
You should have
Can.
taken. You should have taken Diva past that barrier and even farther into your team.
We're getting
Alright, get behind me.
I have Shatter.
Nano. Be going in with Nano. Be
Yeah,
going
yeah.
in with Nano.
We're missing our fire. Okay, Bubby.
Fuck it.
I'm sleeping.
Yeah,
Oh,
but-
come on!
Oh, so close, dude.
You can win that.
I think we still win this. We still win this.
Oh, sorry.
Chaos. Absolute chaos.
I'm still alive.
Counter shattering against goats is very, very difficult to do. Normally, the opponent is going to be kind of surrounding you. If they know you have hammer, then the Reinhardt is probably going to be aware of it. You might get stunned out of it. You might get killed. Even if you do land the counter hammer, it's just such a risky proposition to counter hammer and a grab against goats. Like, I understand the intent. Super difficult to do. And the chance of you actually attempting to be shattering the Diva bomb here is pretty low.
I got Diva.
That would be a reasonable thing to expect at a high level. Is to shatter the Diva bomb so that it can't go into the middle of your grav, and then you get stunned and killed. That's a reasonable thing to do at a high level. At this level, there's 0% chance that was your intention.
I'm pulling
Well,
Diva.
not 0% chance, but I would be astounded if you had that line of thinking in the grav.
You need to get out if you can. Alright, get on me,
How you
get on
doing,
me.
Pepito?
I have shatter.
Nano.
Buff
You
and
go in
Wally.
there
How
with
you
Nano.
doing,
Yeah,
Wally?
Nano.
Where
Welcome to
Mr.
the chat.
Okay, bubbly.
No, the bomb came out second.
Oh,
so it's
come
def-
on!
I do like the attempt. You are trying to save people by moving your shield instead of moving yourself. So that's
You can win that.
good
We
awareness.
still win this. We still win this.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
Oh, their Ana still alive. We have Grav. I mean, sorry, we have
Play
Barrage.
slow.
That's winnable.
Fucking goats, man.
They have.
Someone's got a touch point, though.
I'll be
We
able
have
to.
time.
Alright, touch. Nice.
He was running me out.
Show me your body.
Close the graph.
Show me your body.
Diva frozen.
Oh, nice, nice.
Diva.
Get Brig. She's on left.
More, no fade. One. Got her.
Nice.
Diva. Leave Diva. Leave.
Great
There, you're
calls.
frozen.
Zarya's pushed up.
Weaver.
Why did you use Blizzard there?
Great
Great move.
Just slow her down.
This is awesome. I really
Give me
like your
energy.
team, by the way.
How much host is
This poor diva.
Nice.
That
Oh,
poor
nice
diva.
job.
Yeah.
You guys
Alright,
are
we got,
cruel
we got
and
Grav and
unusual. If you had a Lucio, you could force
We also
this.
have Valk.
Let me use Shatter first.
No,
They have
no,
I'm
Shatter.
good, thank you.
Yeah.
My sister brought me water.
Did they use
'cause I
Grab
love
last
her.
fight? Yeah, they did.
Yes.
So they don't have quite yet.
Sorry, left.
She's up.
I woke her.
They do
Alright.
have Nano.
Do they have hammer? You sure they have hammer? Okay.
I almost have Barrage.
I'm looking for.
So you could be sticking at this corner. You're giving them some free space. And you're kind of standing more in the open. So corners.
Shatter here.
Oh, see? They got a lucky fire strike on your Ana. That's shit.
No, you only have Mercy.
Nice counter charge.
You only have Mercy buff.
He's got hammer. You need to get space. Jump back. Shield jump back. Great. Oh, did you land
It's
that?
me.
Oh my. Yes! Get fucking outplayed. Yo, I want to see this.
I almost have Barrage.
I'm looking for Shatter here.
You have no. You only have Mercy. You only have Mercy buff.
Counter
Buff,
charge. Jump back. I'm scared. I'm not scared. Eat a hammer.
I'm gonna break.
Oh, you don't have the follow-up for it, though. Unlucky.
Oh,
Ah,
dude,
you
my
got
bad.
slammed. No! No!
I'm grabbing.
Ryan's one, right side. Ryan's one, right side.
I'll Barrage
That's
him.
fine.
Oh.
Okay, I
Not
got it.
losable.
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 Okay, I have Nano for next push. Okay, they probably have Shatter again.
May's actually not a terrible pick.
Yeah, May's fine.
Maybe against
Gotta land those headshots.
Like, there's no point in holding your shield there at all. As you're not in any danger. You're not trying to do a war of resources. Your shield's now 120 down, and if you had taken 120 to the person, that would have been 120 to your healers. Did your healers have?
Maybe against
Gotta land those headshots.
Yeah, you just fucking swing your hammer. Just like you should get in the habit as Reinhardt of just doing this when you're walking around. If you're just like in default, just be like wee. And just consider it spy checking. You're just doing this is cowards play. If you're taking chip damage, you just give it to your healers. Just give it to your healers. Yeah, losable. It's a useful call. It's just funny because you don't hear it phrased that way.
Shots. Who doesn't have ulti?
Good
You
hand
don't.
or good fire strike.
You do.
You could do
How
it like
far,
through the
how
cracks.
far? Alright, can we walk up now?
You are fire.
Yeah, we're walking up.
Oh, that was a good one.
I have Barrage. He was.
Does he have hammer? No, he doesn't. Good call, chat.
I got slapped, dude.
Hammer charge. Oh my god.
Break anti.
He's
Pick one.
even behind us. Even behind us. Even behind us.
I got 4.
Oh, I see what you
He's
did.
fucking wrecked. Red team,
No
sit
more.
down.
We're fine.
Grrr.
Let me farmer.
Bye.
Oh, such a good hammer.
Alright. Almost have
I
grab.
don't really like the suicidal charge that set it up, but
Pressure.
fuck it, man. That hammer was good.
Whoa,
whoa. Gracias.
Yeah, your positioning, like, constantly be thinking about your positioning. You know, poking, cornering, fire striking off cooldown, maximum sight lines for those fire strikes, being able to retreat easily to other corners. Yeah. So your positioning definitely needs work here.
I'm 50 on Shatter. They have Shatter again, I think.
Run up.
They have Grav. They have Coalescence.
Yeah, fall back, fall back.
Do they have hammer?
They're gonna.
Do they have hammer?
Oh.
Unfortunate. They didn't. It would have been like 80% probably.
Oh,
no.
ults.
Did Ryan Shatter?
Yeah.
I feel like he did.
What? I don't think they did he?
Oh.
Oh,
no.
ults.
No, he didn't use
Did
shadow.
Ryan Shatter?
Yeah.
I feel like he did.
Alright, reset. We got grab barrage.
Help your Zarya left side.
I'm fine.
Back respawn.
Yeah, I'll be Vulcan.
He has it now, though. You are correct.
Back out respawn. Follow Ryan.
I'm throwing out a card, okay?
Yeah, you weren't paying
I
attention.
have
to
Shatter.
him.
Ryan.
Quick one.
You know what? You're going to get reinforcements faster. That's not a bad trade.
More one.
Stay point. Okay. Good job, guys.
Trading is not a bad thing when you have reinforcements.
Oh.
I love
not
that you have gold damage.
I charged the nano
It
Rhino.
tickles.
That was,
It tickles.
That was kind of cool.
yeah.
You're a hero.
Hey, Clone Man. Are you
You
here, or did somebody
sacrificed
just
the body.
randomly at Clone Man?
I have
What every
Shatter.
good Ryan does.
You should play closer to the point.
Nice. That fire strike, even though you had a hammer, the Diva wasted defense matrix on you.
Ryan's shield is low already.
Alright.
Do they have hammer? How you doing, Clone Man? Do they have hammer? He subbed. What? No, Clone Man. No, no, they don't have hammer. Okay.
Pounding that shield. Just break the shield.
Keep
Break the
up
shield. Then
top.
we have free Shatter.
They have Doom. They have Doom.
Oh shit.
Oh, your mercy.
Oh wow.
Oh, man.
Boom. Dude, get this team needs to
Win it. Win it.
No
Win
more,
it.
no more,
You're winning
no
it.
more,
You're winning
no
it.
more, no more.
disrespect Nano
Leave out.
and Blizzard. Okay, chill with the BM.
Okay, I can believe. Okay, we're good.
Chill with the BM
Supposed to
ults.
grab?
I kind of felt sorry about ults there.
So, if you were wondering how your team loses the game, case 1 through 10. Hey, Arrow, do you know what SR this is? Clone Man, what SR do you think this game is? Okay, fucking chat, just tell it to him. Yeah, it's 3100. This is a 3100 game.
We have grab barrage.
Alright.
There's
Careful, Mel.
I like the little peak fire
They have another
strikes.
Shatter, I think.
I'm trying to farm up.
60 seconds.
Back up here.
Yeah, back up to the
They
next
have devolved.
corner. You could be shield hopping your like. So this is like I don't know. Even it just pains me. I don't know why. I feel like when I correct a VOD, that later on somebody else is like ignoring my coaching, even though this is all pre-recorded. It still hurts though.
We have grab
This
barrage.
always
Alright.
happens where I just get like frustrated that people aren't listening to my coaching on VODs. But again,
another
another
shot, I think.
opportunity where you could be shield hopping backwards. So let's look at
Okay,
this in
farm up.
detail. This is like a perfect example, right? So you're sitting low, you're just hard shielding for no apparent fucking reason. So your shield's at 1750, where you had lots of healing to spare, not being pressured. Cool, your fire strike shield's still at 1750, and now you're just gonna like you do
Back up
one
here,
little
back.
hop, but then you hard shield backwards.
They
Look
have
how low
devolved.
your shield's getting. Your shield's low. So your shield's 1100. You go for another fire strike, and you've been above 400 health the entire time. Right? So now in this fight, do they have shatter? Chat, do they have shatter? Yes, they have hammer. They do have hammer this fight. And before the fight even began, you put your shield to 1100 HP.
80 on another
Kill
Shatter.
Doom. Kill Doom. Kill Doom.
Doom.
Alright, I have it.
Dude's frozen, dude's frozen.
Good job.
They've got hammer!
Oh, dude, I fucked up.
Sorry, Swiss. I didn't know you were gonna ult.
Unlucky. Lucky.
Moira's one,
Unlucky.
Moira's one.
If only we had Blizzard.
I'm going for it, baby.
Yeah, I guess no stalling. Dang.
Oh, unlucky.
So, just it's little things. It's little things, but they're compounding into failed win conditions, or you're just giving the opponent the advantage in a absolutely critical component of a fight. Critical component of a fight. So, yeah. It's like the team as a whole. This is probably one of the best teams I've seen for the SR bracket. This is a really well practiced team.
Alright.
But I assume that
No,
the
30
thing
seconds.
holding this team back is
30 seconds
individual
left, sadly.
proficiency. So
Dude, if I didn't get shattered there,
yeah, that's
we
what
would've
we've
won
been
that
talking about like
because
pretty
I
much the
would've
entire
got
time clone. That exact concept.
They're
Yeah.
gonna do that. If they're gonna go to it, then just go far straight out the gate.
we could go. Is Hammond good
Look at-
against goats? I don't even know.
Yes,
I
Hammond
don't
is
think
good
look at
against
the
goats.
Sombra also.
Do 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 do
wanna
do
Doom?
do. This is good VOD to look at. I like this one.
I can go far. You do.
What's my goal as Doom? Like playing against kids.
Fuck up the
Oh.
main tank.
Kill the
Like,
Brigida.
just
Yeah,
displace,
literally.
displace the like.
Oh yeah, sorry. A few people in chat. Unlucky is the phrase that we use around here to prevent tilting. And nothing is actually ever unlucky. You could have prevented it in some way, or you could have just not been shit. But when you kind of fuck up badly in feed, you're like unlucky, and then you just go again. So it's just an anti-tilting word. You should
Like,
use it. Unlucky, unluckers. Do it.
They thrive
Use
by
it.
fighting together. So just
Move
get in
them
there.
around.
Yeah.
Put your fist in the back line.
And then we'll
Kabaji
have to
says
save-
unlucky when he gets outplayed. A lot of people do. A lot of high-ranked players use unlucky.
We'll have to save bubble for Doom.
Attackers.
And I'll have to play more passively with this. Or see if you can damage boost my first fire strike.
Hey, we're actually gonna
Oh, hell
fire
yeah.
strike the door this time because we're not talking about
if
random
they run
shit.
goats, we backed into alley immediately.
Oh my god, planning about I'm sorry, what? Actually planning actions before the doors open? Amazing. If only you'd done this on the first round and hadn't lost in the first fight.
We want to try to get some cooldowns out.
Lucky.
Yeah.
Back into alley, and then let's have Pharmacy like play separate, like create
think they have
crossfire.
We might have Widow.
You're showing yourself.
So someone in the Widow.
Peak corners, right?
And I'm officially available until
Now you hit one.
8.
Are you guys ready?
Get ready to do
Yeah,
the next
Widow.
fire strike.
Oh, ho, ho, they do have a widow.
Fire strike. So you know they're not running goats. Unlucky.
Oh, I'm
no.
next.
I can res, or you can res.
Yeah,
her.
just-
Probably not.
No, you
actually.
can't!
Oh yeah, no, I can't.
Oh no, dude.
No! No!
so
Yeah, I got that.
You
Back up.
can't res that!
Oh my god, you're so dead, Jake.
No. I'm good. I'm good.
Unlucky!
Oh my god! I should have made it. I should have made it. I had NATO. Holy shit.
Oh my goodness. Too much fun.
Alright, can we?
Too
can we-
Oh my
much
god. I got short spot.
Nice.
Yes.
Alright, just back up, guys. Just back up, back up, back up, back up.
Oh,
Okay, we're
man.
throwing. Stop throwing.
At least
Yeah,
you
10 seconds
recognize
left.
it.
Be hold him here.
Sorry, no personal.
Oh, now they're going goats. I see how it is.
Yes, corner. Look, hammer swinging
Okay,
around
bubble
corners. Oh
fire.
my god, you're a genius.
Do we have?
Look at you. So good at this game.
I got bashed.
Are they gonna see 9? No! No! Oh, come on!
Coming back.
Oh, they almost see 9, dude.
Coming back as far.
Get in there. Get in there.
Oh.
Get in this with.
Oh,
Go for it.
unlucky.
Dude,
I should have blocked that.
I have shatter.
Oh, at least you didn't waste shatter.
I have nano.
I almost have
Even
grab.
if
We can use grab Doom Fist.
I'm
No,
dead.
Too
just
funny.
Diamodello. It's okay. No shame.
Is Dallas gonna pick
You
up
guys need to-
CKM to get another 3-letter name player regardless of his skill? No,
We were manned
it's
up.
Otto.
Yeah, we were too far out.
Otto's a much better projectile player than CKM. He's your
Going
next
on
pickup.
Are we?
No. We're
all
waiting
here?
far. We're waiting far.
Alright,
Not go
waiting
in.
far, waiting far, waiting far, waiting far.
Isn't CKM like 15?
Alright. I'm here.
Alright. They have grab.
What do they have? What do they
They
have?
bashed me.
Oh my god, get around on me,
I got
please.
two.
Right. Mine's one. Dead.
Alright, I've grabbed.
Buy
I
that
can't
for
see
dark.
fire.
1 HP.
Oh, you're
Okay.
dead.
Do it.
So another time here where you should have recognized that you could have played slow. You will chat later. Oh god, the list of shit that I'm gonna get spanked for. Okay, yeah. So as soon as you go 2 up in this situation, like as soon as you landed that Zarya kill, it's overtime. You're in the lead. As long as the fight goes for a longer period of time and the opponent can't clutch it out, you'll win. So you needed to recognize when it would have been better to immediately swap to playing slow and prioritizing survival. So, right.
Going on this?
Are we?
No, we're
Are we
waiting
all
for
here?
fire, we're waiting for fire.
Alright,
Not go in.
waiting for. Checkpoints don't matter.
Checkpoints don't matter. That's a new way of looking at the game.
Alright. They have grab.
What do they have?
I understand why they said it. It's because they only need to win one fight, right?
What do they
They
have?
bashed me.
So slam, and the Reinhardt can't be supported, so he should be able to die. So you're like, you can ignore the Reinhardt because he's dead. He's suicidally charged. You slammed the backline. That Reinhardt's not getting support. He should die.
Guys, get around on me,
I got
please.
two.
Didn't quite kill them.
Right,
They're going to
right.
trance. You pin a discorded Zarya to get the kill. Boom. Right here. See? Kill feed. Reinhardt is dead. You should have known that was going to happen just from recognizing the situation. You're 2 up. Shield back immediately. Get the fuck out of there and stabilize.
Mine's one. Dead.
They're triple support holding. Get the fuck out of there and then counter push when those go down.
Alright, I've grabbed.
And you're like, nah, I'm going to fuck these people up through trance and coalescence and rally. All 3 of them. Fuck these nerds.
I can't see
Reload
fire.
1 HP.
I'm grabbing.
Dead.
Do it.
It's huge.
Well, thankfully they
second.
used all 3 of their support ultimates so that they couldn't stay alive
Kill
against the
them, kill them.
barrage,
Need
but
Diva.
fuck it.
Killer.
Zen.
Go, get Zen.
Nice.
Fuck them up.
Who's still on car?
Ran him.
Are you guys going to lose this fight? Please tell me
I
you
have
lose this
Shatterston.
fight. I would lol. Slam.
Red one.
Oh, I got blocked. Are you going to lose this fight? Nah, you got this.
We're
Please
going.
tell me you got this. Should have gotten the second swing on the mini diva before she remacked. If a diva ever kind of bombs right in front of you, bam, shield, easy. Don't let her get back in the mech like that. That is completely unacceptable.
We're going.
You recognize. You don't have to fear. One, you already landed one. Just turn around and bash her face in, and then shield it. Boom.
They have Tracer on left side.
Got this fight.
What
No.
the fuck?
Oh no, dude.
God, Nano, just kill Mini Diva, please.
Fifth one.
It's just not
Mini
very
Diva's
good.
finally dead.
Recalled.
Ding dong, the witch is dead. You win.
Just ignore Tracer.
Is
Easy.
this Canada losing
man.
one fight? What's base damage for Hammer? 75.
Score 3.
Snap, crackle, pop.
We let that get a little bit.
Okay, well, it was a good round, but I can see why you lost this now.
What's the over under and whether or not they have a widow in this?
Under.
Need more blocks.
I have no idea.
We steamroll from here, boys.
Yes.
Easy.
What do you want me on?
So it's I say play Farah, honestly.
Bridget probably. Unless Swiss goes far, yeah, then go Mercy.
Widow Farah.
Oh, I have gold damage now.
Widow Genji Farah.
That day, I felt
You proud of yourself, man?
I have
Well,
no
they're playing
medals.
goats, it's not like it's that hard.
I'm gonna stay.
Okay.
I'm gonna stay in spawn. If you guys spot the widow, I'm gonna stay widow.
Do you want to go 5,000
I want to talk about the internet thing on the
Gladiators
stream.
debate?
No.
Probably not. Probably gonna go sleep.
5,000
Uncle!
gladiators?
I love
Okay,
your new emote. I love it.
No.
Okay, Ryan.
No means
When am
no,
I coming?
Jay.
Not soon enough. Man, I can't get Jack in the Box till I'm down in LA. It's killing me inside, right? Terrible things. 45 and 12, not bad. All of these
Okay.
pros are gonna roast me.
Okay.
Don't worry. If OG was here, he would just say Babo and then call it a day. Go play Minecraft or Fortnite.
I wanted to 5,000.
I'm gonna damage
IQ.
boost
I'll
your
see you later.
deflect.
Alright, you guys ready? Let's get it.
Babo. God, have you guys seen OG's Babo emote? It's fucking glorious. Where is it? OG Babo? Babo! I love that emote. It's so good.
Moira.
Watch out for traps.
They have a Widow,
Okay.
I think.
They have Zenyatta and Moira.
Close the distance to the next corner. Don't hard
That's
shield
crazy.
distances.
I have bubble for you.
Another nice.
Bubble.
No, I used it.
You don't need
they have a
to.
torrent.
So if they're in.
That's some crazy.
I have bubble for you.
So see how they kind of like walk onto the point here? This is a mistake. The opponent team is making a mistake, and that their backline is over here. Well, their Zen is apparently wanting to frontline, but they're kind of like spread like this. They're linear, like they're all lined up. And right now, this part of their team is in your sight line, right? So your backline can see their front line, but their backline can't see you. So this is a mistake from the opponent. And like, you know what they say, just don't interrupt your opponent in the middle of them making a mistake. Is that you don't need to meet their stupidity with stupidity of your own.
Alright, bubble.
And that you're like, he's abandoned the corner.
No,
I guess the best bet is to just stand in the middle of the open
Oh, okay, my bad. Oh, they have a torrent.
and get split so that now their team can see my backline and I'm fucking isolated.
I got it. I got a turret.
And you're treating even farther away.
Brian shield is low. I'm low. I'm 1 HP.
Hold shield,
My
hold
shield is
shield, hold
broken.
shield, hold shield.
No, it's
It's utterly insane that your team managed to get 2 picks in the middle of you attempting to throw.
broken. Alright, just playing slow. Just playing slow. Alright, do you guys
Sorry,
want to rotate through hotel? Rotate hotel. Rotate hotel. Go, 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 go.
Good call. Too bad you
Left
don't
side.
have a Lucio and you never play Lucio.
Go below.
Not sure if I would have charged there.
Right.
Ryan. Oh, he's asleep, he's asleep, he's asleep, he's asleep.
No, he's not.
Fuck. Reset, reset,
Unlucky.
reset.
Oh no.
That was a bad call for me.
No, the rotating through hotel was fine, but you don't have a Lucio to do it.
Thank you,
You've
Swiss.
got 2 long-range heroes which prefer long-range sightlines, not close quarters fighting. And then you charged so that you couldn't protect anybody in the hotel, so that they had to use cover to keep you alive, or to cover to keep themselves alive instead of you. You got separated, had to retreat, were low on health. You woke up the sleeping round, then got fucked. So, unluckers.
Hold on, wait for Ana, wait for Ana. I can Belkus in there, I'll Belkus in.
Like, let's look at stat banana for King's Row. King's Row. Yeah, I know, right? Jayne Dans. So one of the things that you'd really like to do on Reinhardt is if you're playing 2 long-range heroes, what you want to be able to do is stuff the opponent into this area on the alley. If you're a Farah or something, you can use the geometry of this building. You can be here if the opponent is here. If they back up, you can move up to this corner and spam from there. And then if they move all the way back into alley, you could either use the geometry around here, or you can push up really close and kind of hang out in the window. Because if you're in the window, you can also spam in from behind them. So Farah's got a lot of geometry that you can use here. But if you also have, for example, like a Widowmaker, you want to get your Widowmaker here, but your Widowmaker can't go here immediately. So what you want to do is you move forward, and then as you pressure their front line out, you kind of rotate around so that you can get your back line in, and then you're following this nice sight line right here. This sight line on King's Row, this one, right here, so strong and so important. If you have a Widowmaker here, Widowmaker can look at the entire point, can look at these halls right here, so they can't get flanked, and Hotel can threaten your backline, but if you move your backline from this location around the statue to this location, your front backline, and then like a Widow stands here, and then you're shoving them all into alley. And if you've got a Farah or something in this window, they've got like this area denied and this sight line denied, and they're fucked. So play to where you are strong. You're trying to take a Widow and a Farah comp and shove it through Hotel. This area, this rotation, is for close range compositions like Goats, like Slambulance, things with Reapers, shit like that. Things with Lucios where you can speed in behind and catch a backline while their front line is here. But if the opponent has already moved from this spot and backed out into alley, if you move through Hotel, you're choking yourself. Does this make sense, Flyer? I hope so.
It's in there.
They have Shatter. Let's go right side, go right side, go right side.
Oh,
Pressuring
whoa.
field.
So you don't have... Whoa, it's a lot of damage.
Fucking melted.
Okay. So, under what situation is standing here a good idea? What are you protecting from this location? Where is your route of retreat? How does this position allow you to pressure the opponent? How does this position allow you to take space from the opponent? Where is the next corner that you are going to advance towards? Under what godly situation is this position beneficial on Reinhardt? Protecting the lamp. Well, I think chat has found just about the best answer we could have.
Yeah, you have Discord on you.
Yeah.
Your positioning is trash.
Revive.
Hey.
Charge, do it. You won't, you pussy. Just slam him instead.
Huge bubble, dude. You're insane.
Fuck him up. Yes!
On one.
Wow.
All one.
We take point.
Got
What
it!
just
Insane.
happened?
Got
That
it!
was the
Oh, I
biggest.
took the run.
That was the biggest dick play I've ever seen.
You were nanoed and damage boosted. You just win.
Oh my
And
god,
then
dude.
you
I
got
literally
Ryan,
just spun
like,
around in a
left back to you.
circle.
Hey, Zin's over here.
That bubble, sorry, was
Oh,
actually
man.
insane.
Don't forget to push payload.
I'm pushing.
Yeah, I wish.
I got fire.
Torb is
Oh,
over
more
here.
than
You got another hammer! Fuck yeah! Fuck that right up! They're down their
I
Zen!
got
Push
one
them like...
I have Shatter again.
Just fucking
That's one.
slam them,
Don't be
do
too
it!
aggressive.
Alright.
You're up one. Countercharge.
Counterpin.
You're up
Alright,
two, you traded.
Oh, fuck.
Slam!
Heart, hello?
Sit down!
Yeah, I'm on cart.
We're fine.
Push them. Fuck them up. Fuck her up too.
Wait, save me.
Come on,
You're
come on.
dead.
Oh,
Yeah!
Oh my god, I'm so...
I got it.
You're sorry it died to a Torb turret.
You blocked my fucking name.
Where's McCree?
he's dead.
He's dead.
Okay.
Wait, Modelo, push up, push up.
Okay, we have
Wait,
grab.
15 seconds. 15
No!
seconds. We have to stay car in 10 seconds.
Grab Dragon for this fight.
You.
Yeah, grab
How
Dragon,
do you
save-
lose
save
this?
Barrage and
How
save
do you
Trance,
lose this
and you can use
game?
both. If they trans, use
It
both.
should be
I'll be back in
impossible.
like 5 seconds.
How do you guys? You've got Dragon, you've got Grav, you've got Barrage. You need one team fight to win this. How do you fuck this up? How do you fuck this up?
Ready whenever.
They have Shatter.
No, please don't tell me it's a C9. You've got the turret, your Far is in
oh my God,
position,
I'm
they're
doing it.
high doing.
Oh my god, I just used your body to protect me.
All the ultimates. Okay, you're still up two, up
Take heart.
three, hammer. You've
Oh, he's
rezzed,
dead,
you
he's
got
dead.
another one.
Cart.
Yep. I'm in the
Okay,
lava.
okay.
I'm in
I'm
the
in the
lava.
top.
I'm gonna die, dude. I'm in the lava.
I was healing you too.
I'm on cart. I'm on cart.
I popped. Fuck, that's
Stay
awkward.
point, stay
Oh, well.
point, stay
Drink
point, stay
cart.
point, stay point.
Big dick
I
energy
got
for
long,
pulp
I
and
got long
mouthy.
spawn. I got long spawn.
They have hammer, don't
Also,
they?
doesn't matter, man. Just get here quick.
Oh, you got forward spawn. You lucky son of a bitch. Okay.
That's just straight.
I'm here.
Oh, they have a
They
widow.
have Widow, they have Widow. Kill Ryan, kill Ryan, kill Ryan.
Don't see nine?
Mercy,
Sorry,
no!
sorry.
Oh no!
Fuck, dude.
Nice! Oh no!
Oh no.
Dude,
It's alright.
That's okay.
Oh,
That was close. That was really close.
That was as close as it was.
Oh
no!
Is that still
Oh, no, no, I
our?
can see, I can see.
Is that still our game? Is that still our shit, or do we have to play another one?
That's how many maps? 3?
That's
Yeah.
we need one
Alright,
more.
if they win... Dude, literally, look at this.
Look at this big dick play.
Oh my god, dude.
Oh man.
You're so cool.
I don't even know what the fuck just happened. I looked up at the kill feed, I'm like, oh, that's all me. Dude, what the fuck? 30 or
I think we should have won that one. We probably should have.
That was a fun.
Yeah.
That was a
We
fun
played-
one
we
to
played a
look
little
at.
silly.
That was a fun one to look at. Wow. Okay, I really enjoyed that one. I really enjoyed that one. What a fucking map that was. What a fucking map. Holy shit. Well, I hope you enjoyed that one, Flyer. You're a good Reinhardt. You've got some places where you're not a good Reinhardt, but overall, keep it up. I should be expecting to see you in Masters pretty soon. You were bronze in March. Whew. Excuse me. Wow.